get it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's get it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Oh, at least Saquon back. At least they ain't try to pull a stunt. Oh, we're gonna keep him hurt.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Ooh, Saquon almost hit the back door.
So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And all the way down to the 12.
Good way to smoke his ass off the line, Smith.
That time for Jacksonville.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A good pass to lead him to the outside like you're supposed to in that hole.
Field flipper there is all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Lance.
Good pass.
It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Allen, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
How did I miss him?
Running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Oh, how did I miss him?
Passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. High throw, but he makes the catch. Touchdown!
Gave him some animation shit
His
there.
5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Lance now to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And Lance going to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From midfield, here's Lance. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Pull that down, Smith.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Good catch, Galloway. Gallup, we know how to use you. I felt good about you in that situation. You smoked him. Good shit.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that's caught inside.
Good tackle. Come on, man. My man threw away pressure off his back foot. On the money. That's so trash.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Good tackle.
Got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
They gave him 2 weak-ass animations. The fall away back, throw off the back foot on the money, and that touchdown catch he had the first drive.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A first down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. They'll get this out.
Man, why they ain't have him catch that on the run?
Bring it up here to right at
He'd have been up.
40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
Wow, they just... I thought they said they was taking that animation up out the game.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your
I'm way in front of him. He's leading him out, and they just do a speed burst undercut.
And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. To throw, it's Lance.
Oh, come on, bro. What's up with this game? They is really tripping.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Lance, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the screen pass.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Lance. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Excuse me.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is
Man, I read that shit the whole way. Baited it too. They just made McCourty ass slow to get right there. Then I switch and they still let him get an animation catch instead of letting me jump.
point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. On play action, Lance. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, but my man can't make the exact same catch.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hall.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one
to the fucking safety all the way back there.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. He will push his way down to about the 14. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Good tackle. McCourty. That was boss right there, though. No matter what happened, that was a boss move right there, McCourty. Head on too.
To start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Barkley.
Oh, why did you run right past me, Gobble?
As he takes this up near the 25.
I'm expecting you to pick that block up. That messed me up.
No cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there.
A split second to get that bitch off.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
What he doing there?
That first down run
That
is
shit
able
threw
to
me
get
off.
to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a play fake. Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Lance looking to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, this is taken.
Got hit and still got off the rope.
A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Forced out to his left. To Barkley on the check down.
Good way to get off. I missed my first read. My
Back to
bad.
the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, Barkley.
Let's go Saquon. Let's go Saquon. That's how you supposed to get down, Saquon.
Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Allen now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hands it off out of the gun.
Good tag.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Allen.
Why is they clicking me on to him? That's how he got the last touchdown.
Last play, they double that here and get 8. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Touchdown!
You just put something on Allen. I want to set up on him. He's sitting up here. That's how he got the last touchdown. They clicking me on somebody that's way back out of the play.
Right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will get this
Good
into the
one.
end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you
Oh my goodness, that's how y'all missed the pick. Y'all missed double pick. That was game time. That was the game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side,
They keep clicking me onto. I don't get that.
Gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me,
he's got him in, complete.
Man, they don't drop shit when they get here.
Being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Quarter, you. I don't know. You supposed to been rotated over
So
there.
how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Dude not even a superstar. He ain't got any abilities.
we'll definitely see some open
They
running
let him
lanes.
break
He's taking
tackles like
advantage
that.
of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Man, is he doing something glitchy? Like, what is these animations he getting?
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I ain't never seen that.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown.
He getting haul tied to the ground.
For on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen, that's complete.
Oh, they rolled him over into the end zone.
A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, he got a lot of animation help to go though.
call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second and 10. Barkley.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
He
and
didn't
as a
run
result,
deep enough.
possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory.